Hey, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, creator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, the man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and N24 buses, and of course, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you are now rocking, listening, streaming, and watching me and rocking with me on the 327th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast, live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube and StreamYard. And next to me is the podcast show Instagram live feed. Of course, be sure to turn on your notifications so you'll be notified on when I'll be on Instagram live recording podcast episodes, and also do the same with grabbing the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stats 555 for more live video podcast episodes in case you miss any of them whatsoever. And leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and of course, hit the like button because it helps the algorithm and it helps the channel grow. As far as the podcast, of course, and of course, you know what? I'm gonna cut to the chase, man. I'm gonna cut to the chase, and address what's been going on with me and stuff like that. So let's go to I'll handle the rest, where you can listen to the podcast episodes and stuff like that at the end of the show. I want to address something. Actually. So let me start off with a little mental health check-in, man. We all need this sometimes too, right? Yeah, that's exactly what we need. All right. Hold on a second. Yes, sorry about that. I had to put it on mute because of the noisy planes and cars and stuff. Let me start off by addressing something in the mental health check-in segment. This past Friday of last week, I was kind of going through something at work. I had the worst day at work due to dealing with a bully. Let me just say this, man. Let me just fucking say this shit though, man. You know what really grinds my gears? This whole idea of having a bully at your job. not only picking on you, but actually, messing around with you and saying ignorant shit, saying racial slurs, and all that other crazy shit whatsoever. And you know what the worst part is about this bully at my job? She's fucking 37 years old. White chocolate, ignoramus, menacing, narcissist, vanilla ice with no ice, bastard is what I actually like to call her. Cause this shit has been going on for far too long, man. And I'm sure I'm not alone in any of this whatsoever of having a bully at my job. You know what I'm saying? And believe it or not, it made me feel a fucking way because number one, man, like nobody deserves to be bullied. Hang on one second. Nobody deserves to be bullied while at work and to act like they're a boss or something. Well, guess what? She's not a fucking boss. And I'm getting sick and tired of hearing about her bad life, and taking her 99 problems out on me whatsoever. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm not gonna say who it is on here, but I'm going to address it because I gotta call it out, man. I have to call it out. She's the poisonous snake of all time. And and I have to say, man, for a grown ass woman to be 37 years old, bullying people, saying racial slurs to somebody, and telling a customer to go back to their country because they don't speak English. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, folks. I know I'm not the only one experiencing bullying, especially at work. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of you out there that's actually experiencing this. But let me tell you something, though. It is not easy learning English, okay? It is not easy. It takes time, it takes years, all that other crazy shit whatsoever. And just to for me to hear that for me to hear that she's been bullying people, it really bothered me. And to say with the hold on. For me to hear that she's been making threats to not only me but to other people, it really made me feel away though, man. And believe it or not, man, I do apologize for not recording you know, the upcoming podcast episodes like in the beginning towards the middle, only because I was going through a tough time. And and I know many of you out there who have a bully and stuff like that. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not alone in all this. And if any of you out there is at work has a bad experience of a bully at your job whatsoever, um, don't be afraid to actually ask for help or call for help or whatever it may be. Talk to the people from human resources. Sure, it may not be a guaranteed win, but at the same time, it is at the same time, it's up to your managers to actually fire her, to fire the person. You know what I'm saying? Not just my job, but but to people who experience bullying and racial profiling. It ain't right though. Hold on. It's not fair to people, not just because of my complexion. It's not fair to people in other ethnicities whatsoever to actually experience this. So please, if you're having trouble with a bully at your job, now not only reach out to your manager, but also reach out to human resources whatsoever. So that way you'll be able to not only stop the bullying and the racial profiling and all the other stuff, you get a sense of relief. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and it's not a and let me before I move on to the next segment, man. Let me just say this though. It's not about you know, it's not about giving a person power. It's about calling things out for what you've been hearing, for what you've seen, whatsoever, especially with this stupid ass ignorant question to ask a person based on their their race, which was a dog food ridiculous question, which was so fucking insane to me to to actually hear this. So I just wish I just wish, not just for myself, to be able to not have a bully at a workplace environment because it's not safe for people, including customers, all that great stuff whatsoever. Nobody deserves this type of treatment. And and like I said, man, this bully at my job is not only hold on, pause. This this bully is a fucking white chocolate privileged spoiled brat, menacing narcissist bully, vanilla ice with no ice bastard. Got a lot of nerve to actually be picking on people, especially me, and to say that I'm fucking annoying. Let me tell you something. The only person that's fucking annoying is the fucking bully. Okay, you don't see me making threats or anything like that whatsoever. If and let me just say this though. If you have a customer who doesn't speak English or is deaf whatsoever, all you need to do is go ahead and inform the manager, depending on where you work at. All right. So that's basically the lesson that I could give to you folks out there who's been experiencing bullying at work or anywhere else whatsoever. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to tell somebody about this. And even if it's not your parents, just tell someone. And that's exactly what really grinds my gears, man. Let's stop the fucking bullying at the workplace and the racial profiling and everything else in between. And stop the person from giving people a hard time or how based on how different they are. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. And to me, it's just beyond is beyond baffling, man. And to me, that's just straight up fucking it's fucking nuts, man. And yeah, this is just so fucking ridiculous to me, man. And that's what really grinds my gears, folks, for the mental health check-in. Overall, mentally, physically, and spiritually, I was not myself. I do apologize, especially to those especially to those in the mall, Roosevelt Field Mall, whatsoever. I wasn't myself because I had a bad day at work this past Friday, and as soon as I found out that this bully, I'm not gonna say her name on here. Um, as soon as I found out that she was getting out at 4 o'clock, I decided to leave. I decided to leave early because the longer I stayed, the angrier I was going to get, and I actually was having a raging demon moment. You know what I'm saying? So so just to set the record straight, man, I do apologize for not recording any podcast episodes from the beginning to the middle, because I was going through a lot with the whole bullying shit at work. So um I'm back right now, and I'm going to be coming back with a fucking vengeance. All right, so don't you worry. There's going to be more content coming out, and I'm going to do my best as a human being to actually be able to provide more content, especially for streaming platforms whatsoever, and all that great stuff right there. So please forgive me. And I do appreciate every single one of you out there for understanding what I've been through. And of course, you out there that's at work, dealing with the bullying and stuff like that, man. I empathize with what you're going through, especially racial profiling, especially everything whatsoever. So so this is my dedication to all the folks out there that's experiencing bullying. Hang in there, take it day by day, and let Carbon do all the work. That's my take on it. Now that I got that out the way and off my chest, what do you say we go to the New York Mass Transit Files right here, man? We got some stuff to cover right here. Um, so we got some stuff to cover. So let's get into it right here, right now. All right, so we got some transit stuff to talk about here. So let's get into it right here. Um, let me get into let's get into this story right here. Hold on a second. All right, so hold on. Pause for a second. All right, this is coming from the folks from amny.com. Here's what's happening here. Um, the city's Department of Buildings has hired a private engineer to study last year's collapse of a Lower Manhattan parking garage, which resulted in the death of the garage's manager and raised alarm bells over the structural integrity of New York's aging building stock. Um, Lyra Consulting structural engineers will be paid just shy of $1 million to comprehensively study what caused the garage at 57 Ann Street to collapse in April 2023. Wow, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Little sound effect. Because I did mention money. Right there. So let me just do this real quick. Hold on. Tab is acting up. Hold on. Yeah, the engineering firm will document hold on a second, let me make sure there's no echoing. Yeah, the engineering firm will document structural and fundamental elements at the site of the garage, which was fully demolished after the collapse, and review historical records before compiling a bulky report on how exactly the garage was able to come down as it did. The contract, hold on. Yes, the contract award was published in the city record on Tuesday and reported by Gothamist. Um, a spokesperson for the Department of Buildings said that the contract had been awarded earlier in 2023, but had only recently been published. Um, DOB began investigating this collapse the day it occurred, and our investigation is ongoing, said DOB spokesperson Andrew Radunsky. The report that this engineering firm is working on will help determine the various factors that led to and caused the garage to collapse. The collapse, which killed site manager Willis Moore and injured 5 other workers, came as the garage, built in 1925, held a load of cars far beyond its intended load. The building had also been hit with building code violations numerous times over the past 2 decades, including for loose and defective concrete, and the landlord was hit with hundreds of dollars in fines. And yes, let me see where I left off here. Yes, under existing city law 57 and was required to submit a full inspection report to DOB by the end of 2023, but hadn't done so bef- before it caved in. In October, DOB started implementing a stricter inspection regimen for thousands of cities' garages. The terrifying incident was just one of several that raised alarm bells over the decaying state of New York's infrastructure. In November, workers discovered holes in the roadbed of an underground parking garage in Midtown, which, hold on. Which for several days forced the closure of Amtrak railroad tracks directly underneath it. In December, a nearly 100-year-old apartment building in the Bronx partially collapsed. No one was killed or injured, but residents were temporarily displaced from the building, which also had a long history of building code violations. All right, so let's go on to the next one, which is hang on a second here, man. Hang on a second here. Regarding Uber and Lyft. Okay, so tens of thousands of New York City drivers for Uber and Lyft are in for a raise next month, even as drivers in other cities go on strike over insufficient wages. The city's Taxi and Limousine Commission said Wednesday that the city's 84,000 rideshare drivers, will get a 3.49% raise in their minimum per trip pay starting March 1st, part of a bid to keep wages consistent with inflation. Um, the increase brings pay for a sample 30-minute, 7.5-mile trip to about $27.70, nearly a dollar more than current rates. Hmm. Well, that sounds pretty interesting. Um, that sounds pretty interesting. Hold on a second. Damn. Yeah, let's see. All right. Let me continue. Let me continue. All right. End quote. Our minimum pay, standards ensures that our hardworking drivers aren't just spinning their wheels and going nowhere because of inflation, said TLC Commissioner David Dew. The adjustment can mean the difference between falling behind on rent or food due to rising costs and keeping up with the economic times. I'm proud to be a part of the agency that first required this, and it's a pleasure to be able to let drivers know that they'll be getting an increase. Um, yeah, per per the city's first in the nation minimum pay rules for app-based drivers, rates per mile and minute are adjusted each year based on the consumer price index. An annual CPI adjustment is something every working person should have, and especially meaningful for Uber and Lyft drivers who bear the cost of operations while the companies take the lion's share of the revenue. Said Baravi Desai, head of the 28,000 member driver driver union. New York New York Taxi Workers Alliance. We are proud today to celebrate as Uber and Lyft drivers get their 2024 CPI adjustment. New York City's minimum pay standard is a model for the rest of the country. Next up for us is to get the same income protection for other taxi and FHV drivers. The TLC made the announcement the same day thousands of Uber and Lyft drivers across the country are engaging in a work stoppage, refusing to pick up passengers at airports in 10 cities on Valentine's Day, one of the busiest days of the year for rideshare apps, according to an industry source. In a release last week, the group Justice for App Workers said drivers are sick of working 80 hours a week just to make ends meet, being constantly scared for our safety and worrying about being deactivated with the click of a button. Airports included in the one day strike includes several close to the Big Apple, like Newark Liberty International in New Jersey, Bradley International in Connecticut, and Philadelphia International. In late 2022, Uber successfully sued the TLC to block a rate hike that would have substantially increased driver pay, calling the pay boost dramatic, unprecedented, and unsupported. Smaller increases were then approved by the TLC and went into effect last March. Last year, Uber and Lyft reached separate settlements where they agreed to pay a total of $328 million in back pay to drivers who had successfully argued the companies committed wage theft on a massive scale. All right. So the settlement also entitled New York drivers outside the five boroughs to a minimum pay standard and all drivers to paid sick leave. Okay, that sounds like a good start right there. And another transit news right here. Hold on a second before I go on to the next segment right here. So let's go to the human cost of the gig economy. Oh wow. Yeah, so this is crazy, man. This is very crazy. Um on a typical workday in May 2018, Mohammed Shasha Button was dropping off his Uber passenger when his world crumbled. After dropping off his passenger, um, Shah Button found himself locked out of his Uber app. An email notification confirmed that he had been deactivated due to a passenger complaint accusing him of drinking and driving. Shahabuddin, a Bangladeshi immigrant to who came to America 16 years ago, was devastated. His primary income source, rideshare driving, had been abruptly cut off, leaving him in a state of distress and financial turmoil. Damn. That has to suck, man. All right, damn. So let's continue. With a pregnant wife and mounting financial obligations, Shaha Budden tirelessly reached out to Uber for answers. He texted, called, and emailed Uber support only to receive responses reiterating that they needed time to investigate the case fully. The accusation of drinking and driving baffled him, and as his religious faith prevented him from consuming alcohol. I wanted to prove that I don't drink. I have never had alcohol in my life, he said. Shahad Budden expressed increasing frustration with the lack of due process, something he did not expect to happen to him in America. This was not the first time Shahab Budden faced the harsh realities of sudden gig economy deactivations. In 2017, Lyft deactivated him after a passenger falsely suspected him of allegedly carrying a weapon. Even after proving his innocence to the police, he remained deactivated with pleas to regulatory bodies, including the TLC, following on deaf ears. The term unfair deactivation resonates strongly among rideshare drivers facing sudden job loss based on passenger complaints. Sergio Avidian, a senior contributor at the rideshare guide blog, says the absence of a transparent mechanism that allows drivers to present their case before a human or a neutral panel is problematic. I get at least 20 emails a week from unjustly deactivated drivers, he said, highlighting the scale of the problem. Um, Avid, hold on a second. Avidian also points to a more profound issue, the firing of drivers by artificial intelligence. He alleges that rideshare companies, lacking the manpower for thorough case reviews, rely on algorithms that detect keywords like driving under the influence in complaints, leading to immediate and open unjust deactivations. Avidian voices concerns over a future where employees are at the mercy of algorithms devoid of human engagement. This is proliferating into corporate America. I don't want my kid to get hired by a corporation one day and then they get fired by some robot, he said. In response to these mounting concerns, rideshare drivers and the New York Taxi Workers Alliance championed proposed legislation in New York State titled "Wrongful Deactivation of High Volume for Hire Vehicle Drivers." This legislation seeks to grant drivers the right to petition for reactivation if unjustly deactivated within the last 6 months. Council member Shikar Krishnan, representing the district with the largest driver residence population in New York, is the primary sponsor of the bill and has been actively vocal in his support for the rideshare drivers of New York. Drivers are our most essential workers, and it's crucial that they are treated that way, he stated. While rideshare drivers wait for legislative action. Many, like Shahab Budden, are actively losing income while trying to advocate for fair trials. Calls and emails to Uber and Lyft for comment were not returned. However, in an article published in February 2023 on the news site, documented Lyft responding to drivers striking against unfair deactivations by emphasizing its rigorous internal investigations um, process and asserted that deactivated drivers can seek a review of the decision. Meanwhile, Uber's CEO Dora Dora Khosrowshahi has taken a different and hands-on approach by going undercover as a driver in 2022. It helped him discover the multiple disadvantages that drivers face, and since then he has been seemingly working on making the app more driver friendly. Following co- following hold on. Following um Khosrow Shahi's undercover experience, Uber acknowledged the need for improvement, and on November 14th, 2023, they outlined measures to address driver concerns. A blog post by Khosrow Shahi on Uber's website promises increased transparency in deactivation explanations, additional review opportunities for drivers, and a concerned effort to identify consumers providing negative feedback for refunds. Notably, a nationwide partnership with LabCorp was introduced to assist drivers accused of driving under the influence through drug testing. However, drivers questioned the particularity of such measures. Regrettably, since these charges were announced, Uber has not reached out to Mohammed Shah Budden to discuss his case. Unable to log in to rideshare apps, there isn't much option left for him to be able to contact Uber for a repeal. He has resorted to driving a yellow taxi cab, earning significantly less than he did with Uber and Lyft, causing severe decline in his mental health. Now he now questions the very foundation of the American dream that brought him to the United States. I came to the United States because I love it. I would give my life for it. But what Uber did with me is unbelievable, he said. Yeah, that shit sucks though, man. But I guess that shit really sucks though, man. But because but because due to the last story I just talked about, I think it's a good start for Uber and Lyft to actually get a raise, though. You know what I'm saying? Not so much about this guy here. So hopefully he gets his job back. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. Let's see. Let me see what else. Um, yeah, let's talk about the Katt Williams shit, man. Let's talk about the Katt Williams shit, man. This was bananas. This was fucking bananas right here, man. So let's get into it right here with with chatting on the jazz right here, man. When I heard about this, it was just bizarre and crazy and ignorant, man. And and I hate to say this, man, and I'm not gonna do the Monique story because she's always complaining about the same shit over and over. And the thing is like, she burnt so many bridges with people, especially people like Steve Harvey and everyone else. And to be honest, man, and and to be petty over Oprah and all that other stuff, let me tell you something, man. Like enough is enough, man. Cut it out. Seriously. Um anyway, man. Chatting on the jazz, man. Let's go. All right. This one was pretty crazy though, man. This is a crazy one right here, man. And Katt Williams did an interview um in regards to in regards to the interview that he did on Club Shay Shay Podcast. This is according to rhymejunkie.com. All right. 2024 wasted no time in delivering its first viral moment as comedian and provocateur Katt Williams took center stage on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast. The comedian didn't pull any punches, targeting celebrities such as Ludacris, Ice Cube, Kanye West, Diddy, Megan Thee Stallion, and Tory Lanez with unfiltered commentary. The aftermath. Social media is buzzing with excitement, marking the beginning of a lively year. Why did Katt choose Club Shay Shay? According to him, it was to address and correct what he saw as blatant lies told by individuals who had previously graced the podcast's couch under Shannon Sharp's watch. Brace yourself for the fallout from this explosive interview that has set the tone for the year ahead. So Ludacris responds like this. In a startling revelation, comedian Katt Williams took aim at rapper and actor Ludacris, alleging that Ludacris is involved with the Illuminati and suggesting that he joined the secretive organization in exchange for success in the movie industry. That's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous, man. That is the most ridiculous shit that I ever heard in my life, man. And Katt's wrong on this, man. He's wrong on this shit, though, man. I can't even imagine, man. This shit is so fucking ridiculous and unbelievable. It's unbelievable, man. You know what I mean? Um, oh boy, shit. Hold on a second, folks. Yeah, as I was saying, he's wrong for what he did, though. He's wrong for this. Yeah, he's wrong. He's wrong for this shit, though. And he really tried to get everybody riled up. That right there is just beyond crazy. Yeah. Anyway, man, let me continue here. All right, so he said in quote, we were both invited to to an Illuminati. Williams said, claiming that both he and Ludacris were up for a role in the late great John Singleton's Too Fast, Too Furious. It had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. One of us, one of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburns thing no more with the points he alleged. And the next person they said uh, was going to get $200 million, excuse me, because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Um, so Ice Cube, in his critique of Ice Cube, Katt Williams addressed a specific issue related to the movie Friday. Williams expressed his strong objection to the portrayal of a black man as a sexual assault victim for comedic purposes. Oof, damn. According to Williams, the original script included a scene where the character Money Mike was subjected to sexual assault in the bathroom. Uh, Disturbed by this content, Williams claimed to have initiated a campaign to advocate for the removal of the scene. During his plea to have the scene removed, he passionately stated, "If you would allow me, um, if you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it would be twice as funny as it would be without him getting raped." Oh my fucking brother. This is so fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah, this dude is so fucking crazy, man. And Diddy, in a discussion with host Shannon Sharp, Katt Williams revealed that music mogul Sean Diddy Combs invited him to a gathering categorized as a gay party. Williams shared how he declined the invitation, connecting it to his dedication to safeguarding both his integrity and quite literally himself. This disclosure surfaced as part of Williams' conversation about consistently turning down significant financial offers amounting to $50 million at various points in his acting career. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about, right? Because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you got to tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did, Kat said. Kanye West, when Club Shay Shay inquired about his thoughts on the Praise God rapper, Williams was prompted to share his perspective from a distance. Here is the comedian's reply. I suspect that we're pretty awful people if we say that got a mental illness, and then we watch what they do. If you say somebody got special needs, then why would you be watching them and holding them accountable like everybody else? When did you grade them on a curve? When did you go, phew, this guy? Katt Williams shares his thoughts on Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez shooting incident. The shooting incident involving Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez has remained a focal point of the discussion since its occurrence in July 2020. It's a difficult position because somebody's not going to tell the truth, and the truth has got to be told. In all circumstances, the truth has got to be told. So if you don't want to say Kelsey Harris shot her, then you shot her. Man, shut up. Shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about, man. You weren't at the scene. If you like to really check out the interview, you can go to Club Shay Shay on YouTube, and you can listen on streaming platforms whatsoever. Y'all check it out for yourselves. Let me see. There is let me see. SNL roast Katt Williams at Club Shay Shay Podcast interview. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. Oh shit. All right. So this is from the folks from Deadline. Everyone is still talking about Katt Williams' interview on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay podcast, including Saturday Night Live. The NBC sketch show poked fun at the interview, providing an 8-hour extended cut with Ego and Woldem posing as the comedian. 3 things are true about me. I am 5'3". I have never told a lie, and I am 6'3". She tells Devon Walker's Sharp, giving a nod to Williams' ongoing feud with Kevin Hart, which he reunited during the Real podcast interview. And Woldem joked, "Look, Hollywood made Kevin Hart. Everyone knows Kevin Hart was made in the same factory where they made Teddy Grahams." Oh shit. Oh shit. Pushing back on skepticism from Walker, she questioned then why the hell he smelled like cinnamon. And Woldem's version of Williams also took a swing at former President Obama, wondering why his name has all vowels in it, and insisting he wrote Obama's slogan, "Yes, we can." Before me, he was saying probably, I think we might, he said, being met with even more obvious disbelief from Walker's Sharp. This Williams pushed back. "How are you gonna challenge me, Shannon? I'm the one who invented fruit before me. Trees wasn't bringing nothing to the table." The promo for the entire lengthy interview promised much more, including stuff that everyone on the crew is still trying to figure out, like how and Woldem's Williams claims he's the only man to have ever said every word at once in a single word, huh? The actual Club Shay Shay YouTube show interview has caused quite a stir, as Williams didn't just attack Hart. He also went after Cedric the Entertainer and discussed a potential bathroom rape scene in the Ice Cube film Friday After Next. Among other topics, Ice Cube has also responded to the interview. You can also watch it. So let's go to the response that Ice Cube said. Let's take a look here. All right, so in a 9-minute video posted to social media, Ice Cube has responded to Katt Williams' viral Club Shay Shay YouTube show interview, in which he attacked Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, and discussed a potential bathroom rape scene in the Ice Cube film Friday After Next, among other topics. Hart has already responded, calling the Williams comment sad, but using the moment to tout his upcoming Netflix film. Ice Cube, whose film Friday After Next had Williams in it, today tried to address the Club Shay Shay comments. It's been over 20 years since the movie came out, and people have different perspectives. Ice Cube began in the video about Friday After Next. Ice Cube went on to say that he wanted to clarify a few things. Chief among them was that he would film a rape scene after Williams said that he had pushed for the removal of a sexual assault clip. The scene features Williams' character, Money Mike, cornered in the bathroom by Terry Crews' character, Damon. Williams claimed Money Mike in the digital script got raped in the bathroom and that he ultimately advocated for the scene to be cut. Ice Cube took exception to that. I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially Friday, where you have actually seen, no, where you actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. He added, the prior joke was always in the script. We would never ever show that. That's not my style. If you look at any of my movies, so that was never a discussion. Ice Cube added that there was a discrepancy in how he and Williams remembered how it went down. At that point in everybody's career, we will listen to a certain extent, but we wasn't going to change the movie for it. For any actor, he said, we do what we feel, and if it was a rape scene, it would have been in the movie. There was no reason not to shoot it, but that's not my style. Addressing another claim by Williams, who said he wrote his part for Money Mike, Ice Cube clarified the situation. The movie was written, but he enhanced it, which is why Katt was so dope in the movie. Money Mike had a small role, about as big as the Santa Claus role. Um, but when we started the filming, he was given much magic that we kept expanding the role and giving him more to do because he was on point. As for compensation, Ice Cube said if any actor is mad about what they got paid, then look at what you were doing. Look at where your career was at the time and where it is now. And I believe Friday has something to do with it, to do with that. He added, I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. You can take that for what it's worth. I gave these guys a lot of opportunities and I still act. So I'm waiting for a call. I ain't got to produce or write everything. However, Ice Cube ended the video saying he has love for all the comedians he worked with. All right, so I'm pretty sure, eh, yeah, I'm pretty sure Kevin Hart actually said this. So let's take a look at what he said. Let's take a look at what he said, though, man. Hold on. Wait a second. No. All right, um, comedian Cap. Hold on a second. Comedian Katt Williams has reignited his feud with their Kevin Hart, rolling out some highly inflammatory comments on Shannon Sharp's Club Shay Shay YouTube show. Um, Hart has responded, calling the comments sad, but using the moment to tout his upcoming Netflix film. Williams didn't hold back on the Sharp show. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him, ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club, Williams said. Later on, later in the cast, Williams again took on Hart for a 5 year period. Every single movie that Kevin Hart did was a movie that had been on my desk that all I had said was just, can we take some of this stepping fat shit shit out, and then I could do it, said Williams. I like it. I like it. Don't need to be overly homosexual because I'm not homosexual, right? It doesn't need that to be funny, right? And me saying that and them going, oh yeah, no problem, and then going to give it to this other guy and having him do it just like it was, and acting like I'm a bad person because I keep standing on my standard. Yeah, it's interesting, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Again, I'm on the winning side of these decisions. Of course, Hart fired back on X. Gotta get that anger up um out your champ. It's honestly sad, Hart wrote. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There is a moment in the trailer um um where Gugu and Batha Raw says, they really love you. I now know she's talking about Cat, he added. All right, what you call it? Even Dave Chappelle chimed in on the Club Shay Shay controversy from the folks from TMZ. Dave Chappelle's responding to Katt Williams' viral Club Shay Shay interview, and he's pissed about who 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 KW went and fired at. The controversial actor comedian did a stand-up set at Monday Ray's at the Hollywood Improv Friday night, where he shared his disappointment with Katt, particularly outraged that his fellow comedian exclusively went after black comedians. DC said, he's eater nigga. He didn't say anything about any of these white boys. None of these white boys function like that. Basically, they seem to be saying he's not seeing white comedians rake each other over the coals. But Katt went after a whole lot of black artists. Chappelle added that hurt people, but acknowledged he himself is also a hurt person. And you don't see him throwing shade at his fellow comics. He did defend a couple of Katt's targets, specifically Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey, though both guys caught a couple of strays in his defense. CTE got it worse. Chappelle said going after Cedric, who Katt said was stealing jokes, makes no sense because he's old and fat. Yeah, I gotta think Cedric might be throwing a bit of a side eye at Dave for those adjectives. As for SH, Dave said he shouldn't draw any ire because he's out of stand-up. He's out of the stand-up game at this point, focusing more on hosting TV shows like Family Feud and Judge Steve Harvey. Chappelle added his impersonation of Katt 2, full of profanity and high-pitched voice, before pointing out KW never really copped to anything he did, instead choosing to focus on what other comedians did to one another. Another big moment, Dave rejected the claim what Katt did was good for comedy. In an argument, comedian D. Ray Davis tried to make on stage, saying quite simply that he put a special out the same day as the interview, and it did fine. If you haven't heard Williams' comments by now, damn, there were a lot. He went after Cedric, Steve, Ludacris, Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish, Trick Daddy, and a crap ton more. Some have responded to Katt, while others have stayed quiet. All right, so let's take a look at what Ludacris said. Hold on a second. He did go in. Hold on a second. He did go in. Let me see something here. Did he go in? Let me see if he went in on let me see if he go in. All right, let's take a look here. Ludacris and his wife, Eudoxie, also fell victim to the wrath of Katt Williams' viral Club Shay Shay interview, but in a fiery freestyle response, Luda is telling Katt to get back because he doesn't know him like that. The Fast and Furious star doesn't do much rapping these days, but returned to the studio Thursday night to bust out a freestyle over Kanye West's classic "Devil in the Blue Dress" instrumental, clearly aimed at Katt's noggin. During his 3-hour sit down with Shannon Sharp, Katt swore Luda had joined the Illuminati after selling his soul to the Fast and Furious franchise in exchange for $200 million. Okay, that's the stupidest shit that I ever heard, man. I'm sorry, but this is the stupidest thing I ever heard. Like, seriously, that's just really, really, really dumb what Katt is saying, man. And to me, that sounds like an accusation. If you really want to get technical, it does sound like an accusation. Hold on a second, folks. Yeah, Katt's wrong on this, man. Why the hell would you bring somebody's family into this? All right, all right, let's continue. All right, so yeah. Katt also hinted Luda was stripped of his blackness and sent an insane shot at Luda's spouse for being light skinned. Excuse me, for being light skinned, ugly face wife. A wild insult, especially considering Luda collaborated with Katt on his 2004 hit single "Pippin' All Over the World." Ah, Lord, how crazy this sounds. That's crazy. So Luda kicked off his anti-cat flow, shouting out Snoop Dogg and then slyly responding to Cat's disses and clarifying his sexuality. They throwing shade because niggas could never take my shine. Never been Illuminati. Only ill Luda and I only left with bitches when coming from any party. The freestyle ended with an RIP to Too Fast, Too Furious director John Singleton and a final warning to Katt Afro with the sideburns. Yeah, that's my signature addictions on the rise. Comedians check your temperature. Katt's interview also reunited beefs with Kevin Hart, Cedric the Entertainer, and Ricky Smiley, but also gave Shannon over 10 million views in a day. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get to all the responses and all that other stuff, because this is just too much right there, man. But to make all these stupid claims about comedians stealing jokes and all that other stuff, to me, that's just plain petty. This is some petty shit, though. If anything, this guy is worse than Monique, man. This guy is worse than Monique, man. This guy's worse than Monique, man. Let me move on to the next one, man. Let me move on to the next one right here, man. Um, before I get to Drake, man. Before I get to Drake, um, speaking of TMZ, man, like hold on, 3 months ago, um, 3 months ago, TMZ celebrated their 18th anniversary. Yeah, happy 18th anniversary to the crew from TMZ. That's why the name of the episode is TMZ 18. Um, and according to their website, TMZ just turned 18, and yes, we're ready to take you on an eventful stroll down memory lane that hits all the highlights and the biggest stories we've broken over the years. It's been quite the journey since we first launched in 2005, and we've changed a hell of a lot too. But the one thing that's remained the same throughout our nearly 2 decades is that we report big news about Hollywood, and more often than not, we're first to do it. Um, of course, um, here's a recap of where we've been, the stories we've unearthed, and where we go from here. And of course, um, one of the stories we covered some big stories before this, but breaking the Mel Gibson DUI story back in the summertime of 2006 undoubtedly put TMZ on the map, and for good reason. What our reporting unveiled turned out to be absolutely nuts. Not to mention, not to mention, very ugly. Oh shit! Oh man! TMZ got a hold of the original report taken by the arresting officer, and it detailed a wild scene when officers pulled Gibson over along the PCH near Malibu, which erupted into a vulgar and anti-Semitic rant by the actor that targeted Jewish people over and over again. Here's just a taste of what law enforcement heard that night. Fucking Jews. The Jews are responsible for all the wars in the world. Uh he also asked one officer, "Are you a Jew?" The sheriff's department tried covering up the story, telling us there was no such rant. But then we obtained 4 pages of the arresting deputies report in which the rant was discovered. Michael Richards, notorious stand-up set at the Laugh Factory in November 2006, will go down in history for all the wrong reasons because he dropped the N word repeatedly. And TMZ got the first video of this low moment. Um, the Seinfeld star absolutely lost it that evening while performing in front of a moderate sized crowd. This after he was heckled by some audience members, which triggered him to launch into a horrifically racist tirade, screaming obscenities and racial slurs. He apologized, but the damage was arguably done. His career was never quite the same. 2007, Britney Spears. Oh gosh, this would never, man. Started to unravel in late 2006, but all that came to a shaved head in early 2007 when she took clippers to her noggin and cut off her famous long locks. Going for a bald look. The manic move prompted a lot of concern about her state of mind and well-being. Of course, everything hit the fan just a few days later when she attacked paparazzi who'd followed her to an LA gas station, getting out of her vehicle and rushing them with an umbrella, all of which was captured on camera. We were the first outlet to publish the chaotic scene, and it marked the beginning of a downward spiral for Brit, which culminated with her being thrust into a court ordered conservatorship about a year later. In 2021, she was finally released from the conservatorship, cheered on and supported by hordes of her fans in the Free Britney movement. Um, since then, her erratic behavior has worried people all over again, but her problems are nowhere near what they were in the mid 2000s. So for now, relatively speaking, she seems to be doing okay. Tiger Woods has had a tumultuous year in 2009. This after his affair with Rachel, you could tell, went public and started to affect his golf career. That came to a head in November of '09 when when we reported he crashed his SUV near his Florida home in a single vehicle accident. Of course, we later learned that moments before he crashed, his then wife, um, Ellen, Nor Ellen Nordgren, had confronted him over the affair and smashed the SUV with a golf club. He was never arrested over the crash, but it didn't. But it wouldn't be the last time he had an incident on the road. He infamously had at least two others, including one crash that left him badly injured. Donald Sterling, former Clippers owner Donald Sterling, was caught on tape disparaging black people back in 2014. Audio first obtained by TMZ Sports when he chastised his GF for associating with African Americans and bringing them to Clippers games. The NBA eventually ousted him as an owner. Beyonce's sisters Beyonce's sister Solange Knowles infamously went viral on the attack against her brother-in-law Jay-Z in an elevator at a Met Gala party they all attended, and TMZ the published the video first. Um, the fight was surreal, with Solange striking Jay-Z and Bey just standing by. The exact impetus for her elevator incident has always been a little unclear, but reports have suggested it was because of something Jay directly said to his wife um, and her sibling. Others, however, have long speculated it was all tied to alleged infidelity on Jay-Z's part. Ray Rice, former Ravens superstar running back Ray Rice, was captured on video punching his then fiance in an elevator, and TMZ Sports was the first outlet to publish the clip, which changed his career forever. Not only was he released from the Ravens, but he was suspended indefinitely by the NFL, which landed him in a legal battle with the league, with Rice eventually winning. Still, the damage was done. He was never signed to another team and announced he was retiring from football in 2018. Tristan Thompson, the father of Khloe Kardashian's children, Tristan Thompson was knee deep in cleavage months before he was due to give birth to their first kid. An ugly incident of cheating that was captured on surveillance video in 2017. And first posted by TMZ in 2018. The cheating scandal rocked their relationship for a good while, especially when in a separate incident, Jordan Woods briefly got involved with Tristan. Since then, the ex couples had another child together, and despite all, remain friendly. Kanye West, we all kind of remembered the crazy comment he did in 2018. So Kanye West's embrace of Donald Trump kicked off what many consider a major pivot in the rapper's career and personal life towards the latter half of the 2010s, including a hot including a lot of radical ideas such as declaring American slavery was a choice and an infamous statement he made while appearing on TMZ Live. Many here remember his appearance in our office quite well, and you could argue it was uh, the start of the troubling trajectory he's been on ever since. His public praise for Hitler in 2022 and also a very fresh memory. And obviously, y'all probably remember what Van was saying to Kanye West. And he really went in on Kanye West, man. I really don't I I would never forget that though, man. But yeah, he really went in on Kanye West, man. You know what I'm saying? And proud of the guy for standing up to him. So there you have it right there. And obviously, everybody knows about the Jussie Smollett crime hoax. I'm not going to go into it. And of course, Michael Jackson, who passed away in 2009, and all that other stuff. And it's crazy though, man. And Whitney Houston, 2012. I don't have to go through that. Paul Walker, everybody knows about what happened. Prince, everyone knows what happened to him. Of course, Mac Miller, everyone knows. Kobe Bryant, Angus Cloud, 2023, Matthew Perry, all these things, man. You know what I'm saying? So happy 18th anniversary to the crew from TMZ, man. You guys keep up the good work. And that's pretty much what my take is, man. Yeah, there has been some funny moments, yeah. So it's been kind of like crazy though. All right. Let me see. Where did I leave off here? I'm sorry. Did I even wait a minute here? Wait a minute here. Did I put hang on. Yes, let's go to Pete Rock. I don't remember putting that in. I don't remember putting that in there though. Man. But I will leave that for another time. Let me go to. All right, hold on. Let me go to. Yeah. What's it called? Let's go to Spotify, man. According to Forbes. So yeah, so every December around the holiday, Spotify unleashes its viral marketing campaign, Spotify Wrapped, in which users share their top results for their most listened music and podcasts. That was 2023. This year amid the trend. The streaming platform called it a wrap for more than 1,500 of its employees. As the company announced Monday, it's planned to cut 17% of its staff in its third round of layoffs. Wall Street applauded the news, sending stock prices soaring 7%. Cutting jobs around the holiday season um, is widely perceived as cold, brutal, and lacking basic comp, yeah, lacking basic compassion. Excuse me. um, yeah, that sucks, man. That really sucks. Um, that really sucks. Workers are left jobless and without a steady paycheck and are concerned about their lack of health insurance. Damn. Damn, that sucks, man. That sucks on so many fucking levels right there. That sucks. Um man. All right. Okay. Yeah, that really sucks for these people, man. It really does. Hang on 1 second here. Yeah. Yeah, instead of looking toward no instead of looking forward to some time to relax and enjoy being with their family and friends, the downsized employees must now scramble to write a resume and seek new employment in a new challenging environment for white collar professionals. Executives may consider this a way to cut costs and save money, while others threw it as a company showing its true colors. It's clear that when organizations say we're family, it is not true. Grandma getting fired before Christmas doesn't sound like something a loving family would do to someone they sincerely care about. Companies that let go of workers at this time of year will likely see backlash and lose respect within the marketplace, making it hard to recruit and retain people. Um, Say it ain't so. There are several reasons why employers see the year end as the opportune time to cut jobs. By laying off staff in December, companies can realize salary savings earlier, by removing employees from the current fiscal year's books for public companies. It can boost short-term financials and increase stock prices. It's sneaky, but some executives may feel that as people start to take their vacation and personal time off, there will be minimum. Yes, there will be minimal disruptions as many people be won't be around to cut costs, pushing out workers, um, pushing out workers. Hold on, yeah, push out workers will save the company from paying expensive annual bonuses, incentives, and sales commissions. It's also convenient to conduct layoffs amidst the rollout of a yearly holiday campaign. So the buzz around it can drown out the news of that downsizing. Um, on the same day that Spotify CEO Daniel Ek announced job cuts, um, Twilio, a cloud-based communication platform, said be it would also be laying off nearly 5% of its staff after pressure from investors to divest its data and applications unit. Before the 2021 holiday season, online mortgage startup Better.com's CEO Vishal Garg terminated around 900 employees via a one-way Zoom video. To add insult to injury, Garg referred to his staff as dumb dolphins. Dumb dolphins. Oh, wow. Dumb dolphins. Okay, that's the stupidest thing that I ever heard, man. Like, that's fucked up. I'm sorry, but that is the fucked up way to actually say to you workers, man, that's really fucked up. It really is. Um, oh boy. You know, I would be pissed if someone called me a dumb dolphin. That to me is it's just far fetched and worse. This is terrible, man. Very, very, very terrible. To say actually, to say the least. Um, hold on a second here. So the company became the poster child for callous video firings after online backlash. During the financial crisis, Bank of America drew public um, indignation for announcing its 3-year plan to cut up to 35,000 jobs in December 2009 after receiving billions in government bailout funds. This led to a deluge of highly negative consumer sentiments about Corporate greed. The aftermath. Getting a pink slip is detrimental to a worker's mental health and financial situation. It's even worse when it happens around the most joyous time of the year. For some, it may mean fewer presents on the may f- it may mean fewer presents under the Christmas tree or opting out of holiday travel to visit family because it is no longer financially viable. Disregarding the fired personnel's feelings will leave a permanent reminder of the people cast out. Once word gets out, why would anyone want to remain at the organization? It also presents a hurdle for future hiring, as the news dissuades people from interviewing with the company. Consumers may even boycott its products and services. There will be public backlash and reputational damage as the action looks needlessly cold and lacks empathy. Upon learning about the layoffs, talent acquisition and recruiters will descend upon the company looking to poach all the A players. Current current employees will commence updating their resume and contacting their network to find a new job. The remainder the remainers will suffer from survivor's guilt, resulting in a plummet in employee engagement productivity. What you should do right now, getting laid off right before Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, or New Year's is incredibly difficult. Here are some actionable steps you can take if you are in this position. Of course, in any holiday season, not just 2023, but this season. Um, Hold on, pause. Take some time to process what happened and acknowledge your anger and resentment. It's okay to vent to loved ones to get it out in the open. After your grieving period, you must take action to move forward. Take care of practical matters such as asking for emails and phone numbers of people you want to stay in touch with. Ask HR for a letter of recommendation. Find out your rights, any monies owed to you, and whether um, outplacement services are available. File for unemployment benefits and look into your firm's Cobra health insurance process. Start rebuilding your career and seeking out new opportunities. Update your resume and LinkedIn profile and perform an audit of your professional online presence. Reach out to people in your network. Ask them about any job leads at your desired companies. Search job boards and apply to positions while others coast during the holidays. Ensure you are hustling to get noticed. Avoid becoming antisocial because you feel shame about your job loss. Push yourself to stay connected with people during the holidays, as it's a good time to call in favors and ask for help in seeking new employment. So that's pretty much the tips right here. Um, Sorry to the people who got laid off from Spotify. I feel for you. I feel your pain. And corporate greed is getting kind of crazy right now. So that's crazy. That's really crazy. Excuse me. Anyway, speaking of crazy, man. Speaking of crazy, Pete Rock. Excuse me. Pete Rock says, um, according to the Vibe website, um, while the last year has been celebratory for hip hop due to 50th anniversary celebrations, there have also been several negative discussions on its current state. Pete Rock Pete Rock believes that the downfall of hip hop was caused by people chasing money instead of retaining integrity. The Bronx producer shared a clip of Eric Sermon sharing his thoughts on hip hop's current unrecognizable state and added his sentiments in the caption. They should change the music to WTF, the 53-year-old DJ wrote. Trying to create a narrative that ain't working, pile driving the culture straight into the ground. We create we created real history. I don't know what the hell they are creating today, but it damn sure ain't history of or hip hop. That's a fact. We lost our integrity chasing the money. The bag, as they say, has become the problem and the focus in the culture. Um, Makes it corny when y'all make it about money. Shaking my head. He added that people often get too sensitive about other people's opinions and immediately call them haters instead of hearing them out. We all out here working to make better music. He wrote, why don't you try and do the same thing? And yeah, that's crazy, man, what he said. Little Yachty spoke on hip hop being in a terrible place back in November, though he focused more on the creative aspect than the monetary gain. The state of hip hop right now is a lot of imitation, he said. It's a lot of quick, low quality music being put out. It's a lot less risk taking. It's a lot less originality. People are too safe now. Everyone is so safe. I'd rather take the risk than take the L. The L. Hip hop's wanting dominance was supported by it having um far less impact on the charts in 2023. The first hip hop album to go number one came in June with Lil Uzi Vert's Pink Tape. Before that, Metro Boomins had the last number one album. The last number one album with his December 2022 effort Heroes and Villains. Let me say this, man. Let me just say this shit though, man. Look, a lot of people always talking about how a lot of people always talking about hip hop is like fucking it's not what it used to be. Well, it's not supposed to look like what it is though, man. It's not gonna be the same as back in the day. You're not gonna hear the same people all the fucking time about hip hop, okay? Look, many of you may say that hip hop didn't grow, but it's 50 years old. And this year it's turning 51. You can't stop it from growing, man. You can't stop it from fucking growing. All I'm saying is like this though, man. Look, if you don't have to like the changes in hip hop, you don't have to like it. It's just don't fucking ruin it for everybody. Don't fucking ruin it for everybody with your grouchiness. Like, seriously, man. Look, man. Everybody's taste in hip hop is different. Last time I checked, hip hop is not just a music genre; it's also art. The same goes with graffiti. The same goes with b-boy dancers, g-girl dancers, and different types of hip hop choreographies and stuff. And And yes, it does provide about the injustices and all that other stuff. But at the same time, hip hop is supposed to be in the category of art and entertainment. I mean, that's how I look at it, though, man. I mean, you know, you know what I'm saying. It is what it is, man. Like you can't change the fucking past of hip hop, man. You can't change the past of that. So that's just my take on that shit, though, man. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Just let's move on, man. You know what I mean? Let's move on. Let's move the fuck on. All right, so let's go on to Drake. Let's go on to Drake. Um, all right, so Drake remains one of the biggest one of hold on. Drake remains one of the biggest artists in the world, according to Double XL Mag. As such, his list of hits has grown quite expansive over the years, having just wrapped up his monstrous It's All a Blur tour with 21 Savage. Drizzy closed out 2023 by announcing last November that come 2024, he'd be back on the road again, this time with J. Cole. It's All a Blur, big as the What tour started in January 18th. In Denver, so fans will again have the opportunity to see if Drizzy plays any of their favorite songs. Drake's shows have been full of unexpected moments, whether it be large undergarments being thrown on stage or surprise guests. Yeah, surprise guest um popping out. However, considering the Sixth God is RIAA's highest certified singles artist of all time, it's unlikely a Drizzy set list will cover all the bases. Um, with with that being said, Drake has a genuine effort to perform most of his songs as the years went on, but there have been some surprisingly glaring omissions over the years. For example, he's hardly performed any of the tracks off his surprise 2022 dance album. Honestly, never mind. He also has yet to perform his most recent hit, IDGAF with Yeet. Despite all the Drake shows this past year, data from setlist tracking platform Setlist FM shows there are a few hit songs from the boys catalog that desperately need to be given the live show treatment. All right, so you can check out 20 songs Drake fans yet have yet to hear live. So this is going to be a list of songs he hasn't performed. So let's call it off, featuring Peter, Bjorn, and John. Um, Thank Me Now, Doing It Wrong, You and Six. Um, since You and Six, since you've been since way back, featuring Party Next Door, Live from the Gutter. Um, Ratchet, Happy Birthday, Jodeci Freestyle featuring J. Cole. 4 p.m. in Calabasas. When to Say When. Pain 1993 featuring Playboy Cardi. Love All featuring Jay-Z, Falling Back. Tex Go Green, More M's, Sarko Loco, 8 a.m. in Charlotte. Um, IDGAF featuring Yeet. Polar Opposites, Ignorant Shit featuring Lil Wayne. Um, So that's pretty much the 20 songs he did not perform on stage. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else do we got to cover. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, Big Daddy Kane. Let's talk about him. Let's talk about him. Um he talked about the he talked about Jay-Z having his own holiday. So let's talk about that though. Let's see. All right, so um this is according to TMZ. Big Daddy Kane has zero objections to the proposal to turn Jay-Z's birthday into a holiday in NYC, saying Hove's successes are worth celebrating. BDK caught up with TMZ Hip Hop on Thursday and connected the ascension of hip hop over the past 50 years to Jay's billionaire status, a signal he says makes Jay more than deserving of the honor. I don't think that's gonna happen, man. New York City, New York City Council members have been penning for legislation to officially make Jay Z to make December 4th Jay-Z Day for his years of contributions to society. I don't know if that's gonna happen, man. Hip hop historians note it was BDK who first mentioned Jay as he was beginning his career, even introduced him to the world on Rap City back in 1990, 6 years before Jay-Z dropped his debut album. Um, Several rappers have their own day in their hometown city. Jay-Z likely a shoe-in with peers like BDK giving their endorsements. Yeah, I gotta agree with one of the members from TMZ. Um, it doesn't make any sense to give a holiday to Jay-Z. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Even though he contributed to society and all that other stuff, but it doesn't make any sense. Just because you're a celebrity, like, come on, man. Like, no, 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 no. That right there ain't gonna work, man. That ain't gonna work. Let's see. Let's see. Um, all right, let me go to I was gonna cover the Harlem Globetrotters, but I'll probably get to that. I'll probably get to that in a sec. But um I do want to get something out the way first actually. So let me just look for it though. Let me look for it. All right. Okay, man. Okay. I wanted to get this out the way. Instead of me waiting till tomorrow's episode to talk about this. I'm pretty sure many of you probably are familiar with a circus, right? Let me see. Let me see something here. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna go on with remains to be seen, man. Let's get into it right here. Pertaining to the Ringley brothers. Hold on 1 second, folks. Yes, remains to be seen, man. It's a segment. I don't usually do it here, but I was going to save that for tomorrow, but I might as well get it out the way.
Remains to be seen, kids. Get it? Remains to be seen.
If you are living under the rock, man, and you haven't heard about Ringling Brothers Circus, right? Let me break down what's going on here, man. If you missed today's performance and stuff like that, it is going down at the Barclays Center. It's going down at the Barclays Center according to their website. It starting today through the 25th, and it takes place in Brooklyn, New York, at the Barclays Center. So be sure to hurry up and get your tickets in case you miss anything whatsoever. I got y'all, man. And also, for all you New Jerseyans out there, man, Ringling Brothers Circus is going to take place in the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey from February 29th to March 3rd, 2024. Go ahead and get your tickets. And also Belmont, New York at the UBS Arena, which is by Hempstead Avenue where the N6 bus runs. All right. And if you're driving, of course, be sure to be careful on the highways and all that other stuff to go to the UBS arenas. And if you're taking the N6, it'll drop you off by the UBS arena. All right. And yeah, so there you have it right there, man. And of course, let me find out. You can find out the information on how much their tickets is by going to um their website at www.ringling.com/tickets. That's www.ringling.com/tickets. All right. Hold on a second. Let me see who's in here. Oh man. Hold on. I know that's my homie. I know that's the homie Ray Brown, man. Like, how's everything, man? I hope everything's going down with your revamp of your official Dream Driven company and all that other stuff. Congratulations is in order. I know I had a lot going on with my Wi-Fi situation and been going through the bullying situation that at my job and all that other stuff. That's why I couldn't get everything together and stuff like that. So I wasn't really my best self. So I needed time to sort things out for myself. So I do apologize to the homie Ray Brown, man. Shouts to you, man. So boom. Also what's going down in is the Harlem Globetrotters. Let's go to the Harlem Globetrotters, man. They also got an event that's going down too. I want to get that out the way so I can actually not forget this. Let's see. Yes. Harlem Globetrotters, man. They have some stuff going on their website, which is harlemglobetrotters.com. Yeah, so we're gonna go to their schedules. So here's what's going on here. So Reading, Pennsylvania, February 23rd, at the Santander Arena, San Luis Obispo. San Luis Obispo, which is in, what is it? Yeah, that's California. Santa Barbara, California. Yeah. Okay. So the 23rd, reading Pennsylvania, Santander Arena, San Luis Obispo, California, February 23rd, Mott Athletic Center, Santa Barbara, UCSB Event Center, which takes place in Santa Barbara, California, February 24th. New York, Madison Square Garden. Harlem Globetrotters are going to be there in the Garden on February 24th. Hurry up and get your tickets. Los Angeles, California, February 25th. At the Crypto.com Arena, which is the dumbest name. Hershey, Pennsylvania, February 25th, Giant Center. Henderson, Nevada, February 26th, the Dollar Loan Center. University Park, University Park, Pennsylvania, February 27th, Bryce Jordan Center. St. George, Utah, at the Burns Arena, February 27th. Mohegan Sun, February 28th, at the Mohegan Sun Arena at KC Plaza at Wilkes Barre, Pennsylvania. Liacouras Center on February 29th, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tempe, Arizona at the Molet Arena on February 29th. Trenton, New Jersey at the Cure Insurance Arena, March 1st in Trenton, New Jersey. Bob Carpenter Center, Newark, Newark, Delaware? Yeah, Newark, Delaware. Yeah, that's what DE stands for. Is it Delaware or hold on a second, man? Let me do a little checking here. Is it Delaware or wait. Let me do a little checking here. Hang on a second. Is there a Newark? Hold on a second. Is there a Newark, Delaware? Yeah, yeah. That sounds about right. Yeah, there is a Newark, Delaware. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's about right though. Let's see. Yes, there is a Newark, Delaware. The Fine Lake Toyota Center at the Prescott Valley, Arizona. Be sure to hurry up and get your tickets. All right, so Glendale, Arizona at the Desert Diamond Arena, March 3rd. Wells Fargo Center, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on March 3rd. Salisbury, Maryland at the Wico Miko Youth and Civic Center on March 4th. Renoke, Virginia at the Berglund Center, March 6th. Saskatoon, what the heck? Wait. Hold on. Hold on. It's SK. Wait. What the hell? Wait. Let me see. Saskatoon. Hold on a second. Saskatoon. SK, whatever that means. Wait a second. Where is this? Oh, this is in Canada. Okay. This is in Canada. Gotcha. This is in Canada. This is in Canada. Okay. Let me see. Yes, that's in Canada. Um, Medicine Hat. In the Medicine Hat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the Medicine Hat. Oh man. So um yes. Medicine Hat, Alabama. Co-op place. Winchester, Virginia at the James R. Wilkins Jr. Athletics and Event Center on March 7th. All right. Petersburg, Virginia at the VSU Multipurpose Center, March 8th. Yeah, appreciate you, homie. I appreciate you. Um, Calgary, Alabama, which is Winsport Event Center, March the 8th. Harrisonburg, Virginia, Atlantic Union Bank Center, March 9th. Fairfax, Virginia, um, at the Eagle Bank Arena, March 10th. Edmonton, Alabama, Rogers Place, March 10th. Kitchener, Oregon, the Odd Kitchener Memorial Auditorium, March 12th. Windsor. Wait, is it Ontario? Yeah, Ontario. Windsor, Ontario. Is it Ontario? Wait, let's check this. Windsor. Wait, Windsor. Yes, it's Ontario. Windsor, Ontario. All right. Windsor, Ontario. Okay. Windsor, Ontario. Yes. Let me see. Windsor, Ontario, and what was the other one? Hold on. Yeah, what was the other one? Ontario. Let's see. Ontario. Hold on a second here. Hold up. Ontario. Okay. Ontario. Okay. So yes. Ontario. There we go. Ontario. Where was I? Oh, okay. This is where I was. Yeah. Yes. Yes. So, all right. So, Ontario. All N stands for Ontario. In case you didn't know, folks. Um. All right. Salt Lake City, Utah. Delta Center, March 13th. Oshawa, Ontario. The tribute at the tribute. No tribute. Excuse me. Um. Community Center, Tribute Community Center, March 15th. Colorado Springs, Colorado, at the Broadmoor World Arena, March 16th. Mississippi. Hold on. Mississippi. Hold on. Mississauga. Hold on. Mississauga. Here we go. Mississauga, Ontario. At the Paramount Fine Food Center, March 16th. I'm sorry for the butcher, but I never heard of that area before. All right, so Loveland, Colorado, at the Blue Arena, March 17th. Sudbury, Ontario, at the Sudbury Community Arena, March 17th. Barrie, Ontario, March 18th. Sadlon Arena, Pueblo, Colorado, at the Southwest Motors Event Center, March 18th. Ottawa, Ontario, at the Canadian Tire Center, March 19th. Topeka, Kansas, March 20th at the Landon Arena at Stormont Vale Event Center. Topeka, Kansas, March 20th, Landon Arena at Stormont Vale Center. Landon Arena at Stormont Vale Event Center. Here we go. Yeah. Ithaca, New York, at the Newman Newman Arena. Oh shit. Oh man. The arena. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my gosh, man. Newman Arena at Bartels Hall. Forgive me for laughing, man. The Newman name sounds familiar. I know it sounds familiar to some of you out there who watch Seinfeld, of course. the way the name's been pronounced. Oh shit. Oh man. Anyway. All right, let's keep going here, man. Erie, Pennsylvania. At the Erie Insurance Arena. March 21st, Dodge City, Kansas, at the United Wireless Arena, March 21st. Enid, Oklahoma, at the Stride Bank Center, March 22nd. Washington, D.C., at the Capital One Arena, March 23rd. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, at the Paycom Center, March 23rd. Amarillo, Texas, at the Amarillo Civic Center Complex, March 24th. Baltimore, Maryland, where the Baltimore Orioles play and football teams and all that stuff. Takes place at the Chesapeake Employers Insurance Arena, March 24th. Wheeling, West Virginia, at the West Banco Arena, March 25th. Charleston, West Virginia, March 26th, at the Charleston Coliseum. Hayes, Kansas, Gross Memorial Coliseum, March 26th. Huntington, West Virginia, March 27th. Mountain Health Arena, Grand Island, New England, March 27th, at the Heartland Event Center. Sioux City, Iowa, at the Tyson Event Center, March 28th. Morgantown, Morgantown, West Virginia, at the WVU Coliseum, March 28th. Rochester, Minnesota. Minnesota. Yeah, at the Mayo Civic Center, March 29th. Richmond, Virginia, at the Siegel Center, March 29th. Minneapolis. Oh, wait a minute. Rochester, Minneapolis. Oh, that's what MN stands for, Minneapolis. I do apologize. Yes, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota. Okay. Norfolk, Virginia, Chartway Arena at Old Dominion, March 30th. Also March 30th at the Target Center. Grand Forks, Grand Forks. April 1st, Aliras Center. ND. Wait a minute, man. Yeah, New England. Yeah. New England. No, North Dakota. I'm sorry, North Dakota. I'm sorry. Yeah, North Dakota. I'm sorry. Farmville, Virginia. April 2nd at the John Perry Brock Center. Yeah, and Fargo, North Dakota, April 2nd at the Shield Center, NDSU. Florence, South Carolina, April 3rd, Florence Civic Center. Brookings, San Diego. No, Brookings, South Dakota. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Hold up. All right. Here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. So there's going to be a whole list of listings. There's a whole list of listings on the website that I am about to give y'all right about now. There's a long list of places that the Harlem Globetrotters is going to be as far as different locations. It's www.harlemglobetrotters.com/World Tour schedule, and for more information in regards to tickets and all that other stuff whatsoever, man, you go to www.harlemglobetrotters.com/World Tour/schedule, and of course more information about prices for tickets. It's all there. All right. So I think I'm gonna wrap up right here, man. Let me wrap up right here. I'm gonna wrap up right here, right now, man. This has been a interesting episode right here. I'm gonna wrap it up right here, man, because this is about it though for me. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go to stream choices on the go, man. Let's go. All right. All right, make sure you go ahead and follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on not only Facebook but also on Threads, Instagram, alongside with my other two podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, my Sports Edition show platform, and of course the review show Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast as well. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to record any of the episodes whatsoever because of what I've been through the past couple of days of the bullying at work and shit. I do apologize whatsoever. And of course you can follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Turning your notifications so you can know when I will be going on Instagram Live, and you'll be notified with a notification so you can watch me in action. You can also chime in on the topics, on any of the episodes that I record, all right? And if you go to my link tree, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms for you to listen to episodes whatsoever, which includes Odyssey, Audible, Audioburst, Amazon Music Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snip, Spotify for podcasters. Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts. Unfortunately, that podcast platform is going to be coming to an end. So I'm not sure what's going to go down with that one right there. I'm probably going to replace that streaming platform with something different. So anyway, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music, radio, and podcast episodes for free. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio and any of the apps that I just mentioned. All right. So be sure to follow not only my New York Avenue podcast, but my other two podcast shows that I just mentioned, my sports podcast, my review show podcast that I just mentioned. Be sure to follow that and subscribe. Be sure to also do the same with my YouTube channel, man. Make sure you grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555 for more live podcast episodes. In case you miss any of them whatsoever, don't worry. All that's going to be there whatsoever, so don't worry about that whatsoever. Be sure to leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics being discussed. Be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes. You can share the episodes, share the videos. You can also download the episodes, add the podcast to your playlist. And also you can press the notification on every streaming platform so you'll be notified on each new episode that will be dropping. All right. And and if you have Spotify, when you add the podcast to your playlist, you will be notified with a notification on new episodes that will be dropping. All right. So that's the reason why I mentioned add the podcast to your playlist. Of course, if you have Alexa, you're more than welcome to add that to your Alexas, your Googles, Siri, whatever it may be, man. And and don't forget to tell a friend to another friend. And of course, be sure to, of course, like I said, the like button is right there. It helps the algorithms so it can get recommendations of the podcast episodes that I put out and stuff like that, and great stuff. And stay tuned for more video content, including the new and previous episodes whatsoever. And yes, and you can also spread the word. Word of mouth is important. And also share my link tree alongside with my podcast with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you're cool with, from work and anywhere else where you meet new people. All right. And that's about it, man. That's about it for me, man. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening and tuning in and rocking with me. I appreciate every single one of you for listening. And also, remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you miss something, whatsoever, don't worry. Everything's all there. Everything's all there on every streaming platform, like I said. And yes, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you want to work hard and earn it. New York wasn't built in a day. All right. It takes time, and you gotta trust the process on things, man. I mean, not everything's gonna be rushed. Not everything's gonna be rushed though, man. You know what I'm saying? Also, be sure to find something, look for something, find your niche, a skill, Find something that's therapeutic to you, that makes you smile on a creative on a creative basis, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. And what I was gonna say is don't forget to actually don't forget to you know don't forget to go for help if you're having trouble with a bully at work whatsoever, like I have the past couple of days. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody. Don't be afraid to talk to your managers. Don't forget to I'm pretty sure you have friends to talk to about any of this, man. You know, I'm pretty sure some of your parents sometimes will help and sometimes they won't. So you want to find something that's therapeutic, whether it's something to listen to, whether you listen to a podcast, whether it's on Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast and all that great stuff whatsoever. Um yes, so there you have it right there, man. Um this was episode 327 titled TMZ 18, dedicating that to them on the 18th anniversary of TMZ and everything else that they're doing, all that great stuff right there, man. And look, man, I'm about to be out of here. Thank you to all the listeners out there, all the listeners out there throughout the whole world, including USA, Long Island, the five boroughs. And shouts to the homie Ray Brown, man, who is revamping his business. So if you haven't heard, you can go ahead and follow my homie on his business journey and on his YouTube channel as well. You can also follow Official Dream Driven on Instagram. All right. I got you, homie. So I'm up out of here, man. Peace and one love. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend and all that great stuff whatsoever. Be careful. And you're not alone in the bullying shit though, okay? You're not alone in any of this shit. So remember though, man. You got people that care about you and everything else whatsoever. And of course, you got to validate yourself. Nobody's going to validate you but you, man. Screw the fucking haters, okay? They're not the ones building your dream. It's on you. Remember that. Peace out and one love. And I'll see y'all on the flip side in the next episode. Good night. Oops, sorry.